So welcome everybody. My name is Krista Taylor and my dear friend and co-host tonight is Kevin Duguay, one of my mentors and the first associate of VoxxLife, practitioner, I should say, of VoxxLife. Kevin, so happy to have you here tonight. Everybody, welcome, welcome. This is Real People, Real Results. And the point of this call, why you've been invited here by the person that's your VoxxLife associate or practitioner, is because everybody is so excited for you to learn about this wearable neurotech. Believe me, none of us knew about it. 5, 6, 7 years ago, we've all come to learn about it because it has impacted us and our quality of life. And we've had the opportunity together to impact the quality of life for more than 6 million people. So being able to do that is such a gift. And what we want to do tonight is give you a snapshot of what we are, who we are, and what we're all about. So Kevin is here with me. He's going to describe our wearable neurotech for you. We want you to sit back, relax, and then we're going to have 2 people here for us tonight. We have Janet and Dr. Amy, who are going to share their stories, because once you try this technology, you will see how it impacts you. Everybody is different. What we know is that this optimizes your neurology and puts you in the best position to work at your optimum. What your optimum will bring for you, that's for you to come and tell us. So Kevin, why don't you take it away and tell us, what is this wearable neurotech?
Thanks, Krista. Well, I am super excited to be here and to share, and you're going to see a miracle because I'm going to be done talking in 5 minutes. For those who know me, that's like amazing. So here we go. So as Krista alluded to, VoxxLife is a wearable neurotechnology company. One of the key parts of this tech is to put your brain into the best possible position, which is called homeostasis. Okay, simple analogy of homeostasis. Optimal body temperature, 37 degrees Celsius. If it gets too hot, you start to sweat. Why? Got to bring the body temperature down. If it gets too cold, you start shivering. Why? Or you start moving. Why? You got to bring the body temperature up. So the body's always trying to do this to keep all your systems, okay, doing 64 quadrillion chemical reactions a second to keep everything in perfect harmony or balance. And so we have different techs to work on different parts of the brain to help you be your best. So here we go. First one is our flagship technology called HPT, or Human Performance Technology. Now we use different vehicles to deliver the science. Okay, so we first started off, you can see this pattern. So we use something called neurohaptic activation. Haptic means touch. So there's no chemicals, there's no drugs, there's no pills, there's no batteries, no needles, no surgeries. It's just touch, and there's no side effects. So what it does through your nervous system, picks up this pattern, sensory nervous system. This goes into what's called the brainstem. Function of the brainstem: balance, power, stability, stamina, speed, endurance, posture, respiratory function, pain management. We optimize that. On average, 36% improvement in this area. So we have an insole. We have a very thin insole that can be used in sandals. Again, you can see the pattern that's right there. It's called the bellow for the guys, bella for the girls. We have a sock. You can see this pattern right here on the screen. So this pattern works through touch again on the ball of the foot. So very simple, very delivery vehicle. Then it moved into a patch. You can see this etching that's right here. There you go. There, you can see this etching right here on the screen. So this pattern, they give it as a code. Nervous system touches the pattern. You first start this on your dominant arm on the inside, picks up the pattern, optimizes the brainstem. I just gave you the numbers. Also can be delivered in a knee sleeve. Okay, knee sleeve, wear on the knee. Technology is in the back inside the knee sleeve. So some people like to wear it right over the area. It's an option for you as well. On our practitioners, we have a medical grade compression sock. Okay, tech is right there again on the bottom of the foot. Okay, this is a medical grade. This is for our practitioners dealing with compression hosiery. And we have shapewear for the females. I'm not wearing it, but we have it. You can talk to our females. Phenomenal feedback from that. That's HPT. Next tech, Neurovax, dealing with the immune system. Welcome to your defense. So it optimizes the immune response in your body. It's working through touch again. So you can see it's a patch. It's a different pattern. Works on those areas of the brain responsible for dealing with your immune system. So your vagus nerve, the spleen, the thymus. You can read more on Google. Next one is the REM patch. So I ask a very simple question to my sleep people. Do you sleep through the night every night, 365 days of the year? There's only one right answer. Yes. And if you're not, you may want to have a look at this. So again, if you could just put this on the outside of your arm, 20 minutes before you go to bed, see what happens to your sleep, because sleep is really important, because that's when you repair, rebuild, and regenerate when you sleep. Next patch, metabolic patch, okay? Meta patch, optimizing your metabolism. There you can see the pattern. So this is the brain-gut connection. So energy metabolism. So again, homeostasis is about maintaining the system to work in its optimal state to allow you to be your best in regards with the whole energy procedure dealing with that aspect. Moving on, we have another tech called CBT, or cognitive boost technology. Really cool type of sleeve, different colors, different patterns. But you can see it here on the inside. There's a specific pattern. Again, think of it as a code. I'm wearing it on my left arm. I'm a lefty. You can see it right there. It works on the executive function. Everybody's putting their hands up. Yeah, I got the answer. I used to teach. Executive functions in the brain. So memory, focus, calmness, clarity, decision-making, reaction time. So if you're having areas of concern with that, again, it is a completely drug-free alternative. You choose, okay? And last but not least, our new release, hot off the press, just about a few weeks, called Boomy, okay? And Boomy helps on a neurological network, optimizing joy, happiness, and optimism on that neurological part of your brain. So again, it's a different sock. These socks are so cool. They're made out of plastic bottles, recycled plastic bottles. When you buy a pair of socks, there's the pattern right there. Works on those neurological networks. We plant a tree. We've already planted 200,000. We're trying to get to 1 million by 2021 and getting to 1 billion trees planted. So it's a feel-good sock all the way around. And I'm under 5 minutes, and that's a miracle. So I'm out of here. Done. That's it.
Kevin Duguay, that was beautiful. You see, so the person who invited you here did it because we're all this excited. Like, that was a snapshot. Kevin, you did such a good job of putting that snapshot up for us. That's a snapshot of what it is. If you are a person who wants to know, like, dive deep into the science, we have a whole practitioner wing of VoxxLife. So there's all of the studies that have been done, everything that Kevin's talking about. We have the research and the evidence to show you. And the person who invited you here has access to all of that. So just ask them. They'll be happy to show you whatever you would like to look at. But what we always say is get this tech on you. Once you have it on your body, you'll come back and tell us how it's impacted your quality of life. And we can't wait to hear about it. So thank you so much, Kev. We're going to now find Janet. And Janet, I'm just going to ask you to raise your hand for me. There you are. I see you. Just gonna, you should have a thing to unmute there. There you are. Hi, Janet.
Hi there.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm so happy to have you here.
I'm so happy to be here.
So tell us, Janet, how did you find VoxxLife, or what was it that made you decide to try it out?
Well, actually, VoxxLife found me.
I like that.
My friend saw my pleas for help on Facebook, actually. Pain. I was in a level 10 pain. It started in October. Started out a little bit mild, where I would be sitting and then, it's like hurting to sit. I just needed to stand, and it went full blown. And pain shooting down my leg. It was nerve pain, back pain, leg pain, hip pain. I couldn't sit. I couldn't sit.
And you sit for a living, right? You work at a desk most of the time?
Yeah, I work at a desk. I couldn't sit. I was crying, screaming. I was in pain. I couldn't ride in the car. I would get up from bed and go straight to the couch and either use heat or ice to relieve pain. I mean, basically, I was okay if I was walking, but to sit, I couldn't sit. So I was on Celebrex, and I hate taking drugs. I'm usually an all-natural person, and I thought I got to use what I got to use. I got to get through my day. I got to work. And so I was diagnosed with some, stuff in my back and spine, and I don't know how much I'm supposed to talk about conditions, but it was a level 10 pain. And my friend sent me some patches, and I was, of course, very skeptical. I said, okay, I'll try it. I'm in pain. I will try anything. So I put a patch on and she's calling me. How you doing? Like, nope, nothing. I mean, this was chronic. So she said, all right, socks are on the way. So I put these socks on and probably within about 3 days, I really can't remember, but I was able to move around a little more. And I was thinking, gosh, these things are great. I did not take these socks off for 3 weeks.
Wow.
Only to shower. So yeah, it was great. It was really, really great.
Amazing. And so what is the impact on your quality of life been since you started like wearing that for 3 weeks? I think that's an important point too, because we hear sometimes about these people that have these aha moments, right? And they're like, the day I put them on and I feel great and my pain is gone. That wasn't me either. I was like, well, who are you? So I like the fact that you're explaining that you have to wear them for 3 weeks, but then since then, so how?
No, well, it was like 3 days before I started noticing. Not 3 weeks. So, and like I said, I was kind of like noticing things where, oh, I'm not, in so much pain. And I thought I'm going to try slacking off of the pills, the drug, the pain pills. And I thought, let me see what's going on. And then, pretty soon I was able to sit again and enjoy a cup of coffee without, I mean, I was drinking coffee laying down. I just couldn't sit. It was really unbearable. It was miserable. So I'm going to say it was in like 3 days. So no, it wasn't an aha, like, oh, I'm fixed. It was about 3 days.
Very good. And since then?
I wear them all the time. I wear everything. I've got sleeves, I've got patches, I do the NeuroVox. I can go days or hours, or not really days, but I sneak them off and I'll wear sandals, but I always have some tech on.
Very good. Very good. And are you able to sit and do your work now?
I can sit.
Sit at your desk? You're sitting at your desk right now.
I'm sitting. I don't take any, I haven't taken pain pills in probably, let's see, since December.
Excellent. And we know that's so good for your body. To be rid of those. I'm glad you are. Not everybody can do that either, right? Like we're not saying this is a silver bullet for everybody, that you're like, it's a wand, poof, you're never going to have pain again. But a lot of people are able to at least reduce.
I did reduce
what they're dealing with.
Occasionally have some pain because some of the conditions are kind of, ongoing, but 98% pain relief.
Wow. See, that's significant, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Now, tell me, what would you say to somebody's here, they're a customer of one of our teammates. They've tried it. They're looking at it. They're thinking, this helped me. I want to help some people, but I don't know if I could do this. What would you say to those people?
I would say, yes, you can. And I would say, I love this Voxx family. I have met so many wonderful people, and the rewards because I'm a bookkeeper. I mean, listen, there's no rewards in saying, hey, I got your books done, I mean, the rewards of helping somebody with pain or balance or energy or focus, it is so rewarding. And it lights my heart up. So
oh, I just love that.
Yeah.
That's it lights my heart up. That's such a beautiful thing to say. And so true. We're so lucky, aren't we? We're so lucky that we can help
blessed.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being here, Janet. Thanks for sharing your story. We appreciate it so much. So thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Oh my gosh. So exciting. I'm just going to look for Dr. Amy, who is also here with us. Amy, can you just raise your hand? I'm just scrolling through, looking for you. Oh, I think I just saw you. Let's see. Is that you? Maybe.
Yeah, hey, that's me.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
You might have good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
I am snowed in Colorado, but
you're snowing. Oh yes. Oh yeah.
We're busting out. We're busting out.
Amazing. Are you able to turn your video on, or you got no?
There.
Not right now.
I
Okay.
kind of just worked out and gotten out of the shower, and so let's not do that right now.
Let's talk. We can definitely talk. That's no problem at all.
Yeah, like, how much time do I have here? Okay. I am not. you know, us doctors, we're always late for everything.
Yeah.
So I
That's all
don't give
right.
myself enough time.
Just helping
But
people, just busy helping people. I think we can forgive.
all right. But I'll give you all the time you want now. I am free.
We
So,
appreciate that so much. So tell us, Dr. Amy, how did you come across VoxxLife? How did it come into your orbit?
well, I have a friend who introduced them to me. I had just moved back in the middle of COVID to open up a clinic, an outpatient clinic. And I knew Marla from way back. We met when we were interested in neurofeedback. And so she knew I was coming back. She knew I'm interested in anything that helps people not have to take medication, especially pain medication. I mean, it is necessary sometimes, but so we've been kind of been in touch, and when she had this amazing product to introduce me to, and being, of course, scientific and skeptic. So I'm like, yeah, right. But that sounds really interesting. And she gave me the little demos, and I was pretty much sold in order to try it, of course, on myself first, because I don't want to give it something to somebody without having some proof and evidence and person. And I had a knee that was bothering me because I tried to, run like I was 21 again. And so it had been bothering me for a while. And I thought, I'm never going to be able to run again. I'm going to have to see this orthopedic doctor and get an x-ray and blah, blah, blah. And trying to self-diagnose. So anyway, put the socks on, or probably some insoles too. And, I don't even remember exactly, but it was probably a couple of weeks before it's like, I don't have any swelling anymore. And I'm, walking normal and started to jog a little bit, not overdoing it. So that was interesting. And then, of course, like I have to try the sleep patch because I'm not sleeping. And then, I'm in a new job. I'm like, scattery. Like, you sure that sleep really works? And she's like, yeah, try it. So there I am and it all works great. And I, of course, had friends and family members and, seen some pretty remarkable improvements in their pain, like the back pain. My hairdresser back where I used to live was always in pain. So of course I sent her some, and her pain went away. So it's impressive. And of course I've watched as many videos from Dr. DeBrincat on his EEGs and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I'll stop rambling because normally, I don't really talk that much. You got me talking.
I love it. I'm loving what you're saying too about just the point for everybody listening that, and this is what we want. We want practitioners to be using this product in their clinics, their practices, because they believe in it, not because, not for any other reason. I mean, I love that you had your own experience and that this is the genuine, authentic, integral piece of VoxxLife that people that are sharing it professionally or just on a personal note are doing so because it has impacted them. And you're saying for yourself, that story is also true.
Correct. Yeah.
And then how did you transition to your patients? What does that look like?
That is the hard part for me. Just to, it's like, I don't want to be, I just offer it. Okay. Because I have it to offer. So it's an option, I kind of explain as much as I can, not specifically how it works, but just what it can do for them. And so, I try not to push it on them. It's just
giving them the choice. Is that?
Yes, it's a choice.
Yeah.
And most of them have already tried other things. But I have learned that it helps to have, the HPT on first for a couple, 3 weeks to kind of get everything, the brain, the body and the brainstem working together. And then you add in the REM patch or the sleeve. So you have to, sometimes it seems like it takes the combo pack.
Right.
So
Makes sense.
They work,
sense.
in other words, they work better together.
Right. And a lot of times we talk about how, it didn't take somebody 3 days or 3 weeks even to get to the state that they're currently in, that they're trying to get out of, as far as their pain and that goes. So would you say it makes sense that people wear it for a longer duration before they start to assess how it's impacting them? Or what do you think about that?
Right. Yeah. It's kind of like Janet said, you can check in on them in a few days and, what are you noticing? Just not ask them how they're feeling, just what are they noticing? Say I had a friend of mine with plantar fasciitis, sent her some insoles and socks and told her what to do. And she'd had shots and insoles and blah, blah,
That was my experience before.
Several months of pain. And so I just checked in on her in a week. And this is one of my besties from high school, right? So she's like, I think I'm feeling better, and that was nice to hear. So yeah, it may take a few days. Like, you have to wear your socks at night and the insoles while you're walking during the day. And so, yeah, it helps to check back in on them and make sure they're using them correctly. Just like people, to me, like if they're using an inhaler, we have to make sure they're using their inhaler correctly or it doesn't work. So.
Of course. Yeah. And none of it works if it's in the drawer at home, right? If you're not using it.
Yeah. It doesn't magically just jump on you.
Exactly.
But, yeah.
So Dr. Amy, if you were talking to somebody that's listening on this call, maybe they're a practitioner, maybe they're not, but they've had, their own experience. So they're not that new to the tech, but they've had their own experience. And now they're thinking, okay, like, could I add this to my practice? Could I add this to my business? Could I add this to my my life? What would you say to those people? Was it hard for you to become a practitioner with VoxxLife and add it into your world, or how did it go for you?
Well, yeah, I'm still working on it. I had a business coach, the same lady who introduced me to VoxxLife is, I'm not, I just feel like my business skills, are, I'm just used to playing doctor, right? So
fair, that's fair.
It
is what you do. That's your primary.
I'm still learning, and I'm learning how to introduce it to people on Facebook that you don't even know, because with COVID we can't be in person, and so it's just a matter of saying, trying to find out what people's needs are, and then what they need, and then to make sure, say the back pain people, where do you find them, and offer them a solution. So does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so that's what I'm working on.
Awesome.
And that is out of my comfort zone, I will be honest.
That's okay. That's okay.
But it's fun, and it's fun to have a business coach and
do you
just learn new stuff.
Do you feel supported at VoxxLife? Do you feel like you can get the information you need, or you can reach out to people?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Well, thank you so much, Amy, for being here. I know your life and your business, your practice, sorry, is so busy, and we really appreciate you taking the time to be here with us tonight to share. So thank you
for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course.
I hope that's helpful.
It was very helpful.
Somebody. Okay,
yeah,
great.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure it was. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Take care, Amy.
All right, you too.
Okay. Oh my goodness, Kevin. How was that? Oh geez, I have to, there we go. Sorry, I've got him silenced. How was that, Kevin? No talking.
There we go.
There.
You know what? I think Amy, the doc brought up a good point, right? I'm having fun. And I think that, as we learn and we grow, and you're right, they had growing pains in high school, right? We're going through this new process, right? So every day is a new adventure. Every day is a new journey. And what we have seen, right, Krista? I mean, you lead from your heart, have your own story. I had multiple calls today with people. It's the same thing. Just tell your story, share with sympathy and empathy and heartfelt, and they get it. And that's the simplicity of this, right? And like the doc said, just like checking on, are you using an inhaler? No, I forgot, doc. Well, maybe you want to use it again, because that's why I recommend it. It's the same thing with us, right? It's like the tech only works if it's on your body. And I had this same conversation today with another doctor of what it's doing, that it's optimizing the most important system in the body. Number one system, nervous system. So this is like why we're all here. We've all had our own experience, and it impacted us so much. I said, listen, I can do something with this. I can help change the world for the better, which is what we're doing, and on so many different platforms. And the stories are all unique because everybody comes to the table with a different set of luggage. And it's like, this is my story. Okay, let's see what happens. Put it on, away we go. So it's just, I never get tired of these stories, Krista. It's always amazing because somebody says, and both of them said it, quality of life. My quality, and this is like my big buzzword now. How's your quality of life? It sucks. Okay, so what are we gonna do about it? Nothing. Okay, guess what? I'm gonna stay there. Or I'm ready to change, Kev, just like a business coach. Coach, I'm ready to do something different. Okay, let's try something different. That's it. Let me show you what it feels like to have HPT on you. Welcome to the demo. And it's just like the eyes light up, and then away we go. And then it's like, man, this is cool. Yeah, stay in that area. And I'll share a funny story. I had a guy this afternoon I was talking to in Washington State about the analogy of the tech, right? Where your brain is in balance and your brain's not in balance. And he deals in tires. And I go, what's the best tire in the world you come across? He goes, man, I'm just telling him, he's the tire guy, not me. He says, Michelin tires. What's the worst tire? I'm not going to tell you that name. It starts with letter F. You can figure it out. He goes, without this tech, you're working with 4 set of tires with the letter F. With this tech, you're working with the 4 set of tires with the letter M. Where you want to be? I want the M's, Kev. Okay, good. That was easy. I'm all in. Let's go. Let's talk about this. And all of a sudden, we had this call with another teammate, 3-way call, and he signs up an associate. Like, it was like amazing. I couldn't run the play any better if I tried. So we just tell stories. We shared, educated him. He saw the value. He says, oh my gosh, this is what I'm dealing with. And here's his story. It's completely different from Dr. Amy and from Janet, completely different. But this can help me. Yes. And away we went. And so now he's going on a road trip, like all of us in VoxxLife.
So great.
On a lifelong road trip.
Great.
Like the Janet's going, I'm all teched out. So
yeah.
We're there with you. Awesome.
Thanks, Kev. Everybody, we so appreciate you taking the time to be with us tonight, to get a glimpse. Again, this is a snapshot, right? This is who we are. This is what we do. Whatever you are dealing with, the tech is going to take you from where you are now to your optimum. And over time, your optimum will improve if you continue to wear this tech. So please get back to the person who invited you here. Get some more information if you haven't tried it yet. Make sure you have enough to go from laundry day to laundry day, because let's be fair, one pair of socks is not going to cut it. You need enough to have it on 24/7. Janet and Dr. Amy and Kevin and myself will all, and everybody here will make the point to you that if you are not wearing this, if it's in the drawer or in the laundry, it's not impacting your body. So get enough to wear it from laundry day to laundry day, at least 30 days. It comes with a 30-day money back guarantee for a reason, because we want you to wear it for that long. That's maybe how long it takes for you to start to feel something, except the balance and stability. That we can show you right away. But get enough, get this on you, and come back. Maybe you'll be a guest. I would love to have you back on here with us to tell us how this has impacted your quality of life. It's not a cure. It's not a silver bullet, but it will take you from where you are now to your optimum. We'll be back in 2 weeks with more stories. We appreciate so much that you took the time to be with us tonight. Thank you, and have a good evening, everybody. Cheers.